Bonjour, mes amis. Welcome to the Salvager. This is a show where I'm going to leave no stone unturned, looking for inspirational raw material to create radical furniture that won't leave a great big dent in your wallet. As a natural-born salvager, I'm loath to let anything go to waste, so I find old bits of wood, iron and glass and use them to create unusual and desirable pieces of furniture which will complement any home, and I'm going to show you how to do the same. One of the main reasons I came to France was a huge number of places I can visit to feed my imagination. Not least of these are the huge forests that stretch for miles in every direction. Cuisine is a massive issue here, and faults of food are never far from people's minds. But it ain't something they do on their own. It's an experience they share with friends and family. So my thoughts today are on that definitive piece of French furniture, the dining table. One of the things I'm keen to include on this dining table build is the organic feel of natural wood. But don't worry, I ain't come up here to chop nothing down. There were 350 million trees blew down in the last hurricane, and a forester mate of mine has personally guaranteed he can find exactly what I want. So while he scratches round, there's a few other things I need to source. Usually when I'm looking for raw materials, I head off to local salvage yards to root around. But this time I'm in my Jeep and I'm on my way back to my hometown of Fontenoy-le-Château, deep in the Vosges region. The place I'm going to look for supplies is slap bang opposite my workshop. It's a wonderful old run-down building right in the centre of town. This is an enormous old brewery that belongs to my pal Oscar. It's a fantastic place to have a good mooch round. I'm just going to see if he's there. Oscar, t'es là?
Ah, salut Rico, ça va?
Ouais, ça va?
I'll just come down, yeah?
I like this guy. He speaks 3 different languages. That's going to make my job a whole lot easier. Hello, Oscar.
Salut, ça va?
How you doing, mate?
All right.
Every time I come in here, man, I'm just astonished by the amount of space you've got here. It's an incredible building.
Yeah, but imagine it while it was running. About 60, 70 years ago. About 100 people working here.
I need to make a piece of furniture. I need a few bits and pieces. Maybe I can scratch about and help you out.
Oh, yeah, go and have a look, mate.
Oh,
No worries.
right to me.
Okay,
Yeah,
hey, check you later.
Yeah. Fontenoy-le-Château made its money out of glass. There were huge factories drawn by the ready supply of raw material, and there's evidence all about. This is fantastic evidence that this used to be a working brewery. Oscar tells me there's 2,500 bottles here. Well, at £3 a pop on a French boot fair, that's a lot of fish and chip money. I was hoping I'd find some of these beautiful old oak planking. I could tell they're oak by the weight. This will really polish up lovely, and it's just the sort of stuff I was looking for. I get a real sense of history from this place. I can almost taste the beer. This really does look like a useless pile of old scrap, but I've been here less than 5 seconds and found all the bits of angle iron I need. Well, I ain't been greedy here, Oscar. All I've pulled out is 4 of these boards and a bit of old angle iron off your heat down there. I don't know what sort of deal you want to do me on this.
Didn't even know I had it. Give me a hand filling up a trailer or something? I don't know, mate.
Okay. Mate. God bless you. So the build's off to a cracking start. This lot cost me absolutely nothing. And there's more good news when I get back to my workshop because my woodman mate has made a delivery outside. Pour moi. Well, this is a right result. I blagged my forester mate to find me some timber in the forest. He's turned up with a great big lump of hornbeam and 2 pieces of ash. This is exactly what I want, but they're a bit too heavy to even meter many, so I'll chop them at a more reasonable length, get them in the workshop, and I'll explain to you exactly what I'm going to be doing with them. So I've gathered all the raw material at the dining table. I've got a couple of bits of tree, some boards and some bits of old iron. The boards are going to form a tabletop. And these bits of tree, which you can see are very nicely forked, are going to form nice stable legs. And these bits of iron are going to give me some lovely salvager style details, as you'll see later. So let's get on to sweet and a toot of the sweeter. Now this stuff might be all the rage in the forest, sort of like a mossy mohair jumper. But for the purposes of this build, I want these pieces of wood completely debarked. There's no easy way to do it. Got to start at the beginning, go on till it's finished, and I'm going to do it with the aid of my trusty axe. The trick with doing this is to use nice, short, controlled strokes, then you're not putting yourself in any danger. Well, that's all done. I'll get all this rubbish off my best carpet and I can move on. A standard table is 30 inches or 76 centimetres in height. By the time I'm allowed for the thickness of the top, I need legs that are 28 inches or 71 centimetres. In order to achieve that, I've cut a piece of scrap plywood to that length, and I'm going to pin that in place and use that to give me nice parallel cuts with my chainsaw. Moving swiftly on. Now these are cut to size, I'm going to make them look a lot more presentable by giving them a good clean up with my belt sander. I often buy cheap power tools like drills, but sanders have such a tough life that they need to be rugged. I'm well pleased with this. You can really start to see the difference. The belt sander is great with the rough stuff, but for something a little bit more subtle, I changed to an electric file. Well worth having in your toolbox. Another nice thing about this particular tool, it leaves lovely little grooves that make it look as though it's been hand carved. I always like to round the corners of the legs. Not only does it give the impression of age, it also stops the corners breaking away. Well, that does it for me. All that grain and texture. This is retaining all the integrity of the natural wood, which is exactly the look I'm after. Well, these are cleaned up lovely, and you won't find better wooden legs on a pair of pirates, but I need to address the top. Now, there's not enough room on here to fix a tabletop, so I'm going to whack on a couple of cross pieces. I'm using scrap wood for my cross pieces. Rough and ready is okay, but never use wood that's wet or has active woodworm in it. Take it from me, you'll regret it. I'm going to fix these cross pieces with my lovely PVA glue. Give it a good splosh, but leave room for it to spread and bond when you slap the wood on. A few screws and we're in business. I'm pretty chuffed with how it's going so far. Join me after the break as I tackle the top and get an unexpected flash of inspiration in the attic.